Hmm. Sorry, hold on. Things are taking... Oh. Feel free to do what you're supposed to do. There we go. So we know the judge ate the chocolate. Is this the tavern? This is the Paladalure. Falcon and Sparrowson once again find themselves in the palace, in the Place du Carousel, just outside the Louvre. So, which exhibitions are we visiting today? Let's go back to the Salle de Tiber. I think we found everything of value we can possibly find. Let's not loiter. Okay, so where shall we go next? I guess the Tuileries. I think we've bothered Monsieur Rubinio enough. Let's move elsewhere. Alright, Grand Gallery, I suppose. It looks like the porcupine fellows left the building. Did you want to ask him something? Nothing in particular. Just wanted more details on this Renard Vulpes, but I suppose we'll have to leave it for now. What? Why would you... Wait. No. Okay, so let's not go there because we don't need to. I guess we go to the Corner of Joyu. So, what are we doing today? Playing cards until we're flat out broke? Maybe, let's see. Let's go to the drinking room. Falcon and Sparrowson return to the drinking floor, but nobody appears to be interested in conversation. Ah, the big fellow has returned. Here to play some cards, monsieur. How are my funds? Not terrible. Not today. I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of. Come on, surely you'll have time for one quick game. No thank you. No thank you, maybe later. I understand. See you around, monsieur. I guess... Okay, I guess there's literally nothing to do here. Yeah, let's go. What? Oh. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture's coming together nicely. We didn't manage to work out what Prince Juan was hiding. But that's okay. I'm sure everything will go smoothly at trial. We've still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre, or maybe we should just play some cards at the Canard Joyeux. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet. Falcon? We need to talk. What's up? See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence. What evidence would that be? Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died. And we know that he died of poisoning. We're still not sure that the chocolate was the cause. That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up. So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether or not it contains traces of poison. Well, sure. That could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson? Maybe? I'll stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that. I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago! Sparrowson! Sparrowson! Doctor, is Sparrowson okay? Well... Oh god. What voice do I give you? Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed. Oh, thank God. How did you say this happened again? It's a long story. Lawyer and occupational hazard, doctor. Can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. What? Then why are you treating a poison case? But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment. That's good to hear. Thanks, doctor. Take good care of him. Wait a moment. There is the matter of the bill. We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down. I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands. It's terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. You. I've finally found you. Did someone say something? Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen. Who's speaking? I can't see him, monsieur. Step forward. All right, I'll step forward. But it'll be the last thing you ever see. Oh. All revoir, J.J. Falcon. Huh? What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is night time. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2. Did it work? Ah, Dame Catherine. I can't believe how easy it was for you to... I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, act all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. I made no mistakes. I made no mistakes. I did my duty as a lawyer. Your duty put an innocent man on death row, Monsieur Falcon. I hope you're proud of that. Wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Catherine. It wasn't my fault? Is that the excuse you make after all your failures? I'm not making excuses. Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say. How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow. My grandfather. I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too? What? No. I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Child, mom, dad's going next door to kill them with kindness. Mom, that's nice, dear. Remember, there's a sword with kindness etched in the... Also, Mom, honey, no! You okay, Alice? How you doing, dude? Oh, it's good to see you. Wake up, Monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up. Bridge boasts a magnificent view of the Louvre and offers a quick passage across the Seine. Oh, fuck. What fucking voice did I give this guy? You forgot about movie night? Oh shit, I forgot about that too. Don't worry about it. We'll have another one soon. Don't you worry. We've got plenty of time. Allergies have kicked your ass, dude. And I really enjoy the WWE stuff. I really quite like watching those. So I really didn't mind in the least. Were you... Plenty of time in movies? Oh, hell yeah. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I think this guy is also yours. Come on, Monsieur, wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I'd have to find a doctor or mortician. Ugh. My head. Where am I? The Pont d'Arts, you know, by the Louvre in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke me raw doing it. Wait, I know you. You're the disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falco or something. What time is it? Actually, what day is it? You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January. Around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning. 21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. I should have been at the court eyes 10 minutes ago. Well, you're in a raid. But take it easy, Monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding. Maybe if I sprint it. In your condition, that'd be stupid. Take a seat. Clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes. No time. Wait, Monsieur. At least take this before you go. Every bird is from Brooklyn? Oh, God. Alright, the next new character will be from Brooklyn. I got you. What's this? A dip pen? No, wait, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle. Gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, Monsieur, but this isn't mine. Really? Are you sure? You're holding it pretty tightly when I found you. I was holding this? Then, I suppose it has to be mine. Fountain pen has been added to your evidence folder. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Hey! Don't call me a fisherman! It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present? Such unprofessionalism. If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell, and of conspiring to murder the king. Your Honor, may I have a word? Fine, but make it quick. I am a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There's no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end this trial session the moment it's due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed and justice will be served. You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict. Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute. No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here, in this courtroom, to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice. That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, there's little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury. The defense is present. Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon. Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning Trunisane or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice. Rules are rules, Prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor. But, Your Honor. Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind a witness podium. The King of France? He's here? Holy Jesus Christ. This is the dude who's got the Brooklyn accent. Oh boy. Oh, we're not doing the trial after all. That's a pity. Your Majesty. What a surprise. Oh, well, you see, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began. Well, the defense, he was late and, Oh, pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with the trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath and get us all started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections for the king testifying? No objections here. We're going ahead with the trial is fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? Gah! Fine. Proceed with this cursed trial. Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities of the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you can skip ahead a little. Perhaps your arrival at the Louvre. Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle de Tiber with little fanfare. And the Grand Gallery, I unveiled a new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and well, I think you know the rest. I turned southern. Don't rush me, Rooster, anyway, where I was like... Well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madames and Messieurs of the Court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve. Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I've no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see a best courtroom drama material. I like this guy. He's just here for a good time. Select a statement to question. Oh, shite. South entrance around 9. Little Chinatown, right? In the Grand Gallery. Man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salle de Tiber uneventfully. Indeed. We stopped briefly to look at the paintings and then moved on to the Grand Gallery. What did you see? Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle de Tiber? What I see? Well, Roman stuff mostly. I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. I'd like the king to elaborate. I have reason to believe that this was a key moment of the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw. I suppose you'll have to proceed, Your Majesty. Alright, let me think. There was this giant store stop and there was a copper urn thing. Oh, there's something else now you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant, mademoiselle. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? Did I say something startling, Professor? Oh, fucking prosecutor. No, please continue, Your Majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he came to the realization that I wasn't spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you see. I don't suppose her name was Mademoiselle Signy. Signy? That sounds familiar. Oh yes, I think it was. She was called Mademoiselle Signy. You see, that's undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signy gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died. Now, just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. That line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just described the Major Howell ate chocolates. Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you've still not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is the murderer. Yes. Shame on you, defense, implicating poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I'll end this trial. Hold on, I do have evidence that the chocolate was in fact poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it. Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder kind of evidence. Why am I not surprised? The drama was just getting good. Why you suddenly go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears the defense has just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ. Stop, or you should have a little dignity. Results of whatever crackpot pseudo-scientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I'm pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt at you, messieurs. I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection! Sorry. I've always wanted to do that. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yep. Doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note. See? It's too late. The trial is over. You can't be serious, Your Honor. The content of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor. My job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served. I swear you're the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note to the court to hear. Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was admitted to the Salpatry Hospital. He displayed a variety of symptoms. I'm liking this rooster more and more. I love the rooster. These include profuse sweating, rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant called aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinical. Oh, we can skip that bit. Yada yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Farlett. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the King's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Awesome! But wait, you said the King was here? You can get his autograph later. Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examination for the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damned job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. So what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. The poisoned wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You've proven the link. Not wholly a logical link, but you haven't proved beyond a doubt that no matter how it was killed by the chocolate. You're still making far too many assumptions. There's the empiricism that is required by any good court of law. Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Hello. You. Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you've been an enormous asset to the case, but what are you trying to pull off now? Seems fitting. Yeah, Chad. Did you know that I'm trying to think of a bird fact. I feel like the judge did it. I'm almost positive the judge did it. Did you know that cedar waxwings are called waxwings because they have little deposits of wax on their wings? These look like little red teardrops. Cedar waxwings are found, I think, on the East Coast, maybe in a little bit into the Midwest, maybe Texas. What are you trying to pull off now? Surprise witness! A surprise witness? Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked to call him surprise witnesses. So I thought we could beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Signy, so she could testify about Prince Quan's character. You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established Mademoiselle Signy as a possible suspect for the case. What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? Do you understand what you're agreeing to? I do. I've accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling up Mademoiselle Signy as a witness? No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan and not convict Mademoiselle Signy. Prosecuting is my job. Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear. To tell the whole truth. And nothing but the truth. Why do I feel like that's going to be a problem? I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear. To tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Marie Signy, and I am a flower seller. Mademoiselle Signy, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop at the Salle de Tiber, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from a monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He's a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I don't believe that at all. I can say something. Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur. I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and no one else's. Well, defense. It looks like you've wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? I'm not done yet. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe the Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance? I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You're doing my head in. Fine. If it'll shut you up, I'll let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. Can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. A pen. Green ink. Does it ring any bells, Mademoiselle? No, this doesn't mean anything to me, I'm afraid. Useless. I knew there was nothing up your sleeve. Wait, I know I must have something. Mademoiselle, take a look at this. Oh. Please take a look at these, Mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs. Look at the names. Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox. Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, Mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January, and I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my own volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry the task out from under the threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh. My flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering. Indeed. I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as prosecutor. Although admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. In any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur. Listen, Mademoiselle Signy, I'd like to believe your story. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? Proof? You said the judge lent you money. You both must have a signed contract where you made a transaction. The contract would suffice as proof. The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course, the supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. Fucking, you have to do something. Do you have anything to link to Judge Romulus or Mademoiselle Signy? A link? Of course. Comes to the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made a contract with Mademoiselle Signy in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. It's gotta be the pen, right? I know this pen belongs to Judge Romulus. That much is obvious. But if I were to present it right now, it wouldn't prove anything. I have to find the link between the judge to the crime scene. What are you waiting for, defense? Show this supposed evidence of my meddling. The receipt. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands? What is that? What does that piece of paper say? This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelsack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus? Well, shit, I was right? The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happened to be the same brand and flavors, the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge had something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with Mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. The receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. It can't be serious. This receipt is undisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable, watch me dispute it. Yeah, there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed the receipt. It's absurd. Want me to dig up the court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis? That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents. That would be correct. Well, no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. I do? Proof that the signature belongs... Maybe this is where the pen comes in. Yes, but I thought we just used the pen. So I'm a little confused. We could try it. We don't have proof that the pen belongs to him, though. So it's not Don Quixote, it's not the flower, not the chocolate wrapper. This won't help me. This we used, this we know of. I guess we'll have to try this. I used the chocolate slip, yeah. Oh, but first things first, I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Ah, you called it. Well done, Cass. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere. I thought as much. Mesdames and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside the Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine. Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. Oh, want to say something, but I thought it might be rude. This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I see that pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about the pen is the ink it contains. It's emerald. It's emerald green in color. And as we all know, only baddies write in green. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship, what of it? Take a look at that chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there's no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There's only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signy, a street seller whom owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then an idiot by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Signy's stead. He pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingley, and when that failed, he pressured Mademoiselle Signy to take full responsibility of the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. But a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the place d'Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so highly. Attempting to murder a king. Corrupting the court diocese? What an utterly repulsive individual. Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You've no authority over me. He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and the government will fall. The bourgeoisie will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class. Where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me. Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. I'm the wolf, you all are birds. What? What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Quierdo, to be cleared of all charges, therefore we find the defendant not guilty. What happens to me now? Mademoiselle, it was clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. All right, you must be tried for your crimes. I see. I cannot argue. But as it happened, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law. What does that mean? He said you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute. Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I'd be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you'd have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna. You need a holiday after all this drama? Well, yes, but I also want to get away from here before, before the fighting starts. I mean, the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned. He doesn't seem mentally stable, pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the street, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you could clear out of here too. Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. But we're far from smart, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, messieurs. And farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over. Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you, me, and the fox, right, Falcon? That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin. Okie dokie. I suppose congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth and the way you did, it was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped. But you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. A lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Ah, bollock. You and I both know that the trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Signy to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she'd still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So, why are you holding back? 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Signy. When I was fresh out of law school, I believed that my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. Before I gained experience. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations. The gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and the wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure the guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Signy, and she would definitely be convicted. That would not serve justice. You're a good lawyer. You're a good lawyer, Kokorika. You? Well, you're not terrible, Falcon. I must congratulate you, Signor Falcon and Signor Sparrowson. What am I still doing using that old accent? Of course meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It's no big deal, we're just doing our jobs. No. Your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was going above and beyond your duties. I, of course, was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would certainly have stumbled or caved in. But before I forget, your payment. Thank you, Monsieur Volpice. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out. Wait, Monsieur Volpice, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why'd you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me. Yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record. Sure, he has a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? never heard of another lawyer named Falcon. Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Vulpes. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's why we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. Rebellion is coming one way or another. Listen, Monsieur Falcon. You probably have a surge of work under the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Dig up the dirt? I'm a private investigator. It's what I do. I'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. Good day, Monsieurs. I'm gonna go get a drink. Seriously, Falcon? What? I was going to ask you if you wanted tea or coffee. End of Act 2. Do I wish to continue? It's getting late. And I have to get up at 3:30. No. Okay, yeah, so it will start us off on the correct time. That's good. Yeah, I guess that's where I'm gonna call it. But thank you all for stopping by. I like seeing the usernames. Spooks tomorrow. Probably, unless I just pass out. Spooks tomorrow, and then Cyberpunk probably later in the week. But in the meantime, do not eat or drink any questionable substances. Make smart decisions to not die. Dying is absolutely forbidden. I will see all of you wonderful people at a later time. Take care, guys.